when your avoidant partner shuts down all because you took control of intimacy. You know what I'm talking about, right? Hi, my name is Rachel, and I go by the pen name Salty Vixen. And I write spicy romance stories, specifically BDSM. And I attract avoidant men, so I become an expert. And also, I'm an avoidant person myself. One of the most annoying thing about avoidant men is the intimacy. If you notice, they keep the relationship in a hookup dynamic. When you call it on it, they're like, I don't do hookups, that's not me. Okay, so you keep intimacy once or twice a month, and then you ghost to regulate. The cycle of an avoidant is like a weird species, or basically, it's more like a woman's time of the month. You know what I'm talking about? Your cycle, when you ovulate, when you have your special friend come. That's the personality of an avoidant partner. It's like they only come to you when they want intimacy. They get it. Then they disappear. But what happens when you take control and try to have fun? They shut down. And it's freaking annoying. So, let me tell you what happened. My boyfriend is moving away. And I thought, well, why don't we do FaceTime flirting? You know what I'm talking about, right? And we've been doing FaceTime for a little bit, a little flirtation, our comfort level. But I decided to go one level up. I did this once before with the previous avoidant boyfriend, the aka the inspiration for Salty Vixen. As you know, avoidant partners make great characters for BDSM novels. I'm serious. Anyway, so I had everything set up. It's been 2 weeks of FaceTime. I thought, let me take it up a level. And I got a stand for my iPhone. I got a nice little outfit on. An area in my room. I made it perfect for a session. Music and everything. Now, in normal relationships, this is a normal thing because you're, reciprocating. With a avoidant partner, they're uncomfortable. So they call and you're like, hey, you have nonchalant conversation. You're like, hey, you like what I see? You like what I'm wearing? They say, I miss you. And they will go, I miss you. And then I miss you. If you notice the difference between the voice. First it's flat, then it goes upward. And then it's, I'm attracted to you and desire. They're not really good expressing emotions. They shut that part down. After 18 minutes of having fun, all of a sudden he says, my daughter's calling for some reason. I'll call you back in 10 minutes. Are you sure 10 minutes? Because I know how he is. Yeah, 10 minutes. I thought, he's shutting down. Why? Because he released the Kraken. You know what I'm talking about, men. When you orgasm, I call it the Kraken. 5 minutes later, he says, don't wait for me. I'll call you when I can. That's the hook. Avoidant partners will do the hook, and it's so annoying. After intimacy or after you see them, they'll say, I'll call you back in a couple of days, or I'll see you in a couple of days, or, yeah, I love being with you and all this stuff, right? And even when you're married to him, it's the same thing. It's like, I know you better than you know yourself. Jeez. And they're like a freaking comedy show, the most annoying emotional whiplash comedy show. So in my case, 4 days have passed. I'm bored. I'm amusing myself by writing BDSM narrations. I've been posting it because it's funny. Fifth day goes around. My anxiety for once is not kicking in. But because I'm avoidant, I kind of just say how it is. And I kind of made fun like, ooh, you shut down because I flirted with you online, that kind of thing. You're going, why does it matter? Because avoidant men do not like it when their partner takes control. They don't like a dominant partner. You see why it's good for BDSM stories? They want the partner to be submissive, not in a bad way, but because they can control that. Because they have, a lot of them do, like my boyfriend does, and the previous avoidant partner, sex discomfort and high anxiety. You know what I'm talking about. When you're in intimacy with your avoidant partner, have you ever noticed certain things? It's like, okay, this is weird. For example, in 2 years I've known him, he's penetrated 9 times. Now, that isn't normal. I let it go because I just learned to look past all that crap. The previous partner, 1 time in 2 years. It was virtual, but still. Imagine it was in person. Well, technically, go high school. Yeah, anyway. Every single time, like both of them, every time intimacy happens, oh, that was great. I'll talk to you later. Da, da, da. And then when you take the reins, hey, I'm ready for more. They're like, I should have done that. I shouldn't give in to sin and temptation. That's their line or something along those lines. That's what both people, one was Jewish, the other is a Christian. Both have said the same thing. I should not give in to sin and temptation. You're like, then why are you having intimacy if it bothers you so much? But it's because they can't use their words about sex as comfort. Why? Because men are told you have to have, maintenance sex for a relationship. Now you know what I'm talking about. When you're dating an avoidant partner, the intimacy you get or the lack of it or the controlled atmosphere of intimacy, it's maintenance sex for them. But they don't want to tell you because they don't know what it is. It's transactional, maintenance duty, whatever you want to call it. And it's not right. But because you love them, because you care about them, you look beyond that going, okay, you have sex discomfort. I can respect that. I can respect your anxiety. But what I cannot accept from you is how you're treating me like a hookup on your terms. And yes, I get on his damn nerves about that. Now, maybe people are like, why are you still with him? Right, if you're watching this video, you probably know your friends and family saying the same thing. Well, number one, dating world sucks. 2, he's nice to me. 3, I enjoy the curiosity because as an avoidant partner myself, it's hard for me to find someone like me. And 4, I enjoy the thrill. I enjoy making the memes. But actually, it does bother me, yes. The emotional whiplash is so annoying. And when you take control of the relationship, of the intimacy, they will shut down harder. And when you say to them, I'll say to them all the time, if you're done with me, block me. I'm reaching out. I'm not having anxiety. I chased him one time last night because I went through my Google Voice and started texting him because I knew he's forcefully ignoring right now. I know he's a lot of stress. But stress, sex discomfort, anxiety does not give you a free pass to treat your partner like an option. And that's what they do. And why do we stay with them? Because we love them. Because you see that they're more than just a creepy person. Also, dating apps, a lot of people like Jeffrey Dahmer, a lot of narcissists, and a lot of liars and cheaters on there. So you find a good one, you're like, hey, how can we make this work? And the other problem is, as a partner, like me, I do a lot of the emotional labor. And part of it because I was raised old school by my grandparents. This is normal for me. I don't mind that. But women today, you want equality so much because it should be equal. But when the person is a coward, I'm sorry, a lot of these fearful avoidants are cowards and not being mean. But when they are shutting down at the side of a boob or whatever, then they're not opening up about their sex discomfort and anxiety. They treat their partner like an option. They treat them as maintenance sex because they know they're not good at performing. I will tell you this much. Back in February, I went to his house. Okay, his kids were gone for a few days and I came over. He had a migraine kicking in. And I said, if you're not feeling well, then why have me over? I mean, do you want me to take care of you? He's like, if I don't give you sex, you're going to be mad at me. I know you're going to be mad. And I was like, where's this coming from? I said, I'm not mad. If you don't feel well, you don't need to perform. Well, I need to because I don't want you mad at me. And that's when I knew. That's how it confirmed everything I knew. He has sex discomfort. Women had treated him bad because he didn't open up about it. And he controlled it because of his previous relationships. The women were emotionally messed up, and they were. One of the relationships, a woman had drank. And he masked his sex discomfort because drinking can mask as much as you can. And it's sad. It's sad someone's been going through this for so long. And because I've been telling you how it is, because I see it, he's shutting down further because I get into his head. I annoy him. I said, that's what you get for dating a genius and a neurodivergent woman. I don't shut up. I also am not going to let you treat me like a dang gum streetwalker. That's where my Appalachian accent comes out. Because I was raised old school. I don't allow him to get past the bull crap. And I will say, I'm not putting up your bullshit. You're going to act like this? I'll give you a pacifier and put you in timeout and give you a juice box and a snack when you come out of it. Last night I said to him, let me know when you're going to act like an adult and use your words. And you're going, but that's mean. They need it sometimes. God, they act like possum children. Anyways, love y'all. Bye.